Okay, I want to show a neat use case for the object alignment tool and some of the more advanced features that are in here. This is a situation where when we scanned for the first appliance, we had a very difficult time capturing a reproducible bite. The overjet was such that the leaf gauge really wasn't allowing the patient to be stable on the leaf gauge without protruding. And then when we put cotton rolls behind the canines and tried to rehearse into a comfortable bite, they just couldn't get stable. So we scanned what we could, made it a provisional appliance, adjusted the heck out of it at delivery. We said, wear this for 2 weeks, and then we'll see if after 2 weeks of wear, we can get you into a more comfortable bite. So we did that. We were able to get the patient further retruded and more comfortable. Problem was the appliance was working, and now we needed to scan the bite with the appliance in. So typically I will window out the front 8 teeth, but that would have destroyed the appliance and it wouldn't have had enough retention. So I said, all right, I'll scan what I can get. I'm already in the weeds here. I'm going to be 2 or 3 appliances in before we end up with the final one. So I'm going to get the best bite I can with the appliance in, and then we'll make another appliance and get a little bit closer. So here's how you can use this add-on when you have imperfect scans or imperfect geometry to align to. So the first thing we want to do is we want to use the paint to exclude to exclude any geometry that doesn't represent what we want to align to. So in this case, we need to filter out the parts that represent the splint that's in place. Okay, so we'll filter all that out. Okay, I'm going to jump back to object mode when we're done. Then I'm going to select the upper jaw and paint to include, and we will only use the front 4 teeth and the gums up past here a little ways. So it doesn't matter if you over select here because we've filtered out everything that's bad or everything that doesn't represent alignment geometry. You don't have to be as careful in the inclusion. This just speeds up the alignment. So now we'll go back to object mode. And now we can do our picked points alignment. So select the bite registration, then select the other object. And what we'll do is we'll do align picked points. You get 2 independent views here. So I'm going to pick 5 corresponding points, and then we need to pick them in the same order here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And I'll press enter, and we'll be taken back to a single view. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my redraw iterations down to 2 so that it redraws frequently as it's aligning. I'm going to make sure that use sample is unchecked. Because we went ahead and filtered out what we want and don't want to use for the alignment, we want to use all the data. This sampling option will only use a fraction of the data. So now we want to use everything that we've told it to include or exclude. And now I'm going to press ICP Align Redraw. And then this will snap into place. Okay. And now we're ready to go on and do our second design in this new bite. One thing to note is that this upper jaw is the rotations and translations have not been applied to the mesh data. They're just applied to the object. So you can zero all these out and end up back in the initial position if that's important to you. It's also important for animating keyframes. Okay, I hope this video has been helpful. You can get this add-on from my GitHub website. So patmo.141/object alignment. Just make sure you select the Blender 2.80 branch. So when you first come to the object alignment, you want to choose the Blender 2.80 branch. Just wanted to note this, this add-on has been freely available for Blender 2.79 since 2014, and we updated it to 2.8 in August of 2019. And I want to thank a couple members of the community for kind of getting it going and saying, hey, let's update this, because we're really waiting for 2.80 to settle down. And even recently, some people have pushed a couple code submissions to me for very small enhancements. So I want to bring something to everybody's attention, and you can draw your own conclusions. You know, this tool has been available for the community for over 6 years. This tool here is now for sale for $79, and it was released in January of 2020. So I'm not sure what the benefit to the community of this is, and it's also interesting, this little scan post being aligned to an intraoral scan. I mean, there's hundreds of uses for this, and that's the image they chose to make. And here's my course that's been freely hosted on Digital DDS since much longer than January of 2020. So draw your own conclusions. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but just know that this is freely available. It's been freely available. It's been used in papers and actually cited, and I hope that you find it useful, and feel free to submit issues here on the GitHub page. Thank you for watching.